Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hope you are well today. And if you are watching this video because you want to know the one thing that can change your love life, then you are in the right place. In case you do not know who I am Isha, Carnivalista in Chief of Events by Ashe, where we plan unique and life-changing Caribbean experiences. And welcome to my live, where almost every week, not every week, but almost every week, I bring you videos about travel, about food, about getting your life together, and the Caribbean Carnival culture. And today we are talking all about love. So if you love love, like this video, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching us on TV, and leave me a comment and say hello that you are watching us live. And I say us, which I'm going to get to in a second, because I am super excited today. We're not only talking about love. We're not only talking about that. I'm not only taking you back to 2005, just before I met my hubby, Tarek. I'm taking you back there a little bit, but I'm doing all of that, and this is even more exciting, with the one, the only, Mrs. Sabria Charles of Project Passport. She is the head retreat leader in over there, and we are so excited to have her live. See, she's dancing. She's dancing. She's like, hey, we're ready.
Isha,
I love it. And just a little bit before I let you introduce yourself, Ms. Sabria, I say Mrs. Sabria Charles because she is a newlywed, y'all. She is still a newlywed, and I just love that whole newlywed vibe and energy. So, Sabria, I'll let you introduce yourself to the people.
Thank you so much, Isha. I'm so excited to be here. As y'all can see, when me and Isha get together, y'all know that it's going down. And that's why I cannot wait for all the great things we're going to do together. Our energy, our vibe together it's out of this world. And so I'm excited. Yes, I just got married as of March 2022, so March 27th. And I was a long timer. See, no one really talks about the long timers. I was one of those people that I was engaged for like five. Everybody kept saying you got married 5 years or something. Everybody thought I was already married at that point. And I've been with my significant other we're going into our 10th year. So that's a little insight from my side.
Yes, I love that. Oh, the newlywed phase is so awesome.
Even though I've been with him for like ever, yes. So we still have a newlywed phase.
I know. You have been together forever. This is true. But then you get married and things kind of shift, So, yeah, let me acknowledge some people here, Sabria. I see Ms. Natasha is watching us live. Hey, Ms. Natasha.
Hi, Natasha.
And, of course, my Auntie Dorothy. Hi, Auntie Dorothy. Thank you for watching, ladies. Of course, if you have questions, comments, please drop them in the chat. And Sabria, girl, we about to talk some things today. Okay, I am so excited. I don't know if you knew this, but you are one of my favorite humans on the planet, honestly. I mean, just your energy and your approach to mental health and wellness, I absolutely love. And I know I've shared that with you many times, right? So I'm really excited that you're here to talk with me today. So, ladies, today's discussion is just a small taste, okay, of what you can expect. Very small, yes, with us in the Ultimate Girls Getaway Retreat, which is called the Preparing for Love Edition, in November of this year. And we are so excited. So today's discussion is really to give you a little taste of what you can expect at this retreat and what you can expect working with Sabria and I, because it's not just a one-time retreat. In November, we start with pre-retreat sessions in July. So we start working with you, holding your hand through stuff, talking through stuff long before the actual retreat, So you will get a very small taste today of who we are, what are our takes on love and relationships. It'll be a very small taste of that. All right. So I know, Sabria, you and I share the belief that all women deserve love, and especially Black women. And I know it was really
Amen.
important to you, for you and I, to create this retreat, by Black women for Black women. So, can you talk a little bit about that from a mental health perspective? I know it's something that is near and dear to your heart, so I'll let you go ahead and talk about that.
Yes, thank you, Isha. So we know right now in society, there's a lot of things going on. Unfortunately, a lot of negative things have happened recently, and it continues to impact the psyche of Black people of color, all modalities of people of color. Like I always try to make sure people understand that there are so many people in the diaspora of Blackness, but we are all impacted in some way, shape, or form. And I think that through the historical perspective of the Black skin, of Blackness, there's been this idea that it is not beautiful, it is not worthy, it is not valued. And so
Mm.
we are working through constantly fighting these beliefs that were implanted by colonialism and things like that over time. And we're trying to come to the present and be able to say, hey, I got to have a healthy relationship after all these horrible things that have happened to me because of what I look like, right? Because of our ancestors. So I think that mental health right now for people of color is truly a red alert because it's really an issue. A lot of people of color have not been able to seek the support. And I think there's very little resources that are specifically geared to people of color. And there are not enough resources for people who are aware of how to treat people of color. That's a whole thing going on in the counseling profession right now in all these fields of how to become more multiculturally competent. So this retreat, this program, this everything we're putting together is coming from the eyes of people of color who understand, and we have lived it. Me and Isha have lived it throughout our
Mhm.
lives. We want to make sure that others feel that support and have the resources to be able to thrive. Even if everybody doesn't make sure that we have them, we're going to make sure that we have them.
Yes, yes. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. Yes. Woo! I'm already getting chills. I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yes,
So
I'm
thank you,
ready.
thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Thank you. So let's get into, you mentioned resources. So I know we're going to talk about a topic today that is definitely something that you have, worked through in your own personal life. I have worked through in my own personal life. So let's just dive right in. So the one thing that anyone can do to change their love life right now. And I'm really big into changing your limiting beliefs. And in my own language, I kind of call them myths, and I say rejecting myths. And there were a number of myths about myself that I had to reject in order to find and attract love and also increase my own self-love. And the myth is that we're going to talk about today is I'm no good at blank. And I'm going to put it in the comments so that everyone can see. So, Sabria, I want you to share your thoughts about this from a mental health perspective as well. And I just put that in the chat there, but go right ahead, please. Let's
Yes.
dive right in.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So I say that I am there, therefore I am. That's just what it comes down to. As people, you function based on what you say and create about yourself. This has been proven time and time again. Cognitive behavioral therapy, all the therapies in some way root to the concept of how you perceive your life is going to be how your life is going to be. So if you say, I
Mm,
am no good at love, you will not be any good at love. If you say, I am no good at trust, you will struggle trusting. And I want to make sure it's clear, you won't even trust your own self. I have so
yes.
many people that I work with that don't even trust themselves to make decisions because they
Mhm.
don't believe they're capable of making decisions. And so at the end of the day, it's not saying fake it, fake it, fake it, and do things that you don't believe, but it's saying change how you're going about it. I am becoming more good at love. I'm becoming better at trust. I am becoming the woman I want to be. So whether you're there or whether you're on the way, it's all in how you create the verbiage around your goal to what you want to become.
Yes, yes. Oh, girl. Woo, yes. Hey, if you're watching and this is resonating with you, put yes in the comments because this is good stuff. Okay. Honestly, what you are your thoughts, really, at the end of the day. And as Sabria even said, not even thinking about others on the outside, thinking that you're not good at X. It's your own self. You're doing a disservice to yourself, right, Sabria?
Absolutely. Absolutely. when it came to my journey, I think about, my relationship. I started pretty early. So I didn't really know myself when I was with my now husband. And we kind of grew up together in a way. And one of
Mhm.
the things that I always believed about myself is that, I'd never be able to be in a relationship where I could share my life with someone. I couldn't share my space with someone. I always believed that I was so independent that there wasn't really room to be able to have a partner, like, because when I grew up, you watch shows like Girlfriends and you're watching all these
Mhm.
shows, you got Sex in the City, all these things that we watch that teach us, oh, you got your own thing, you have your own business and live your
Mhm.
life. And I think I really struggled to know that I can actually thrive with someone else because I believe that I was no good at thriving with someone else. I thought that I had to figure it out. And if you're not on it, good luck. You're not going to hurt me. I'm going to back away. And so I went into a lot of my life with walls, and it
Yep.
really put a detriment on my partnership in the ways that I acted back then. I completely had to change that now in order to be able to move forward.
Yes, definitely. And it's interesting that we share that common limiting belief, or we did, absolutely. I was completely there because, from a very young age, it was, make sure you go to school, get your own job, support
Mhm.
yourself, don't depend on a man, right? It drilled into
It's a
me from an
cultural thing too.
adolescent, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then I would continue the same messages in my head as a young adult as well. And, it's no laying blame, right? Right, wrong, or indifferent. Those were the messages that we were given as young women, right? That we had to be able to handle our business, take care of ourselves, be independent, and that causes an issue when you try to share your life with somebody else, right? And for me, it was about rejecting that myth and embracing, new thinking that I am interdependent, I
Oh, I
am
love that
interdependent.
word.
I knew you
And not
would. I knew
not
you would.
codependent. I love that you didn't use codependent. The fact that word you used is so powerful. And I think about what you said. A lot of this stuff is a very cultural thing. A lot of it came from this survival. We talked about the fact that people of color were not afforded support and resources financially, emotionally, mentally, economically. All of these things were not provided to people of color. So of course, a lot of what we do is based on the historical lack of opportunity. And it's not saying we still have a long ways to go, but it's just
Yep.
idea that you get yours, you worry about you, and good luck. And that was that. So I'm right with you on that. I love that word, interdependence.
Interdependent. Now I can't take credit for it. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I read it in a book somewhere eons ago. I don't even remember the girl. I don't even remember the book. But I remember reading it and I remember rereading that one page. Like it was one or two pages that kind of discussed the concept. And I remember rereading that page like over and over and over again until it sank in. That was like, that makes complete sense from a relationship perspective. And that was one that was easier for me to digest than, as you were saying, codependency, right? That was easier for me to kind of visualize in my head because I'm a very big visual person. Like I could visualize an interdependent relationship with me in it as opposed to a codependent relationship, right? That one I could not fathom at all. I was like,
And that's
no.
not what we want. It's not the healthy side of a relationship in therapy. A lot of people think it's good, but it actually can be very unhealthy. So being overly independent, or we call it hyper independent, or
Yep.
codependent is too much. And so finding that happy medium is that concept of interdependence. And I want to also add another kind of concept in. I know that we are running on time, but I want to throw in a bonus here. Is that okay, Isha?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so here's my bonus here. A lot of people have this perception that if love does not look like this, then I don't have access to it. It's this idea that we believe that love has to be this type of reality, and that if it's not in this reality that people have created for me or people have told me it should be, then we believe that we will never access love. And that was something I had to unlearn. And I'm sure you've had to unlearn through the process that love has to look a certain way. One of the biggest things
Absolutely.
I got when I was with my partner, we were together for a very long time, for a young age. And one of the biggest things we got is, oh, well, if he doesn't marry you by now, or if he doesn't do this thing by now, then he never
Mm,
will, or he'll never love you. And I totally want that myth broken down for women to understand that love is going to be unique to your life, your experience, and your situation, your timing. Y'all's partnership is what matters. And that's one of the most powerful lessons I've learned, and the most difficult lesson I've learned throughout my process of love.
Yes, completely agree. 100% with you there. Yes, because it is what it looks like to you. And that's part of one of the things that we're going to be doing on the retreat and in our pre-retreat sessions, right? What does that ideal relationship look like to you personally, not anybody else, not what you've seen on TV in the rom-coms, not what, on Hallmark TV. It ain't about that, right? It's not about
That's a good one. That's true.
it's not about all those other things that you're seeing. It is about what is the ideal relationship to you. And that's definitely one of the things that we take you through in Ultimate Girls Getaway and our pre-retreat sessions as well. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. What I am going to mention is my myth, one of the really big myths that I had to reject. And this was really literally just a year before I met Tarek. So my big one was I'm no good at communicating my feelings. That was a really, really, really big one for me because in my past relationships, it would always be really difficult for me to communicate or to say, I love you, or public displays of affection were always really, really felt weird for me, and even just sitting down and having a conversation about where, we are, my partner at the time, we're in a relationship and what's going on. That was really, really challenging for me, and being able to express myself in an appropriate way and in a way that felt authentic to me. It was very, very difficult. So that was the limiting belief that I was carrying around for a really long time. Like, I'm no good at communicating my feelings. So no wonder I'm not in the love or the relationship that I want, because I can't even communicate my feelings. Really? How is that going to work? So that was definitely one that I had to sit with and really work through, and also realize that it's a skill. It's something that can be learned, right? And be open to that,
That word again, say that word again, can be learned.
Can be learned. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I am living proof that communication skills can be learned.
And so many of us believe that, we're just this way because we've always been this way and this is what we're taught and this is all we've known. But the thing is, I want you all to know, if you take anything from today, is that you do not have to do life the way you did it before. It does not matter. Even through your experiences, go to therapy, get the support you need, come on this retreat, do the work for yourself, because your life does not have to go the way that you feel like it has to go because of what it was then. Things can be different. Love for you can be different. It does not have to be what it's always been. And it starts with you. It starts with you believing that, and it starts with you acting on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Whew. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, this retreat is going to be so good. Not that I didn't know it before, but
I'm
it's
ready.
even further reinforced today. Yes, definitely. Just to shout out a couple of people. Hey, Miss Teresa, hope you're enjoying the discussion. And Auntie Dorothy has a comment here. Your kind of love is yours alone, that you mentioned, Sabria. Beautiful. Thank you, Auntie Dorothy.
Love it. Thank you.
Yes. So, oh my gosh. So this was just a taste. Oh my gosh. I mean, we talked through so much today. And you know what? The real talk as well, to borrow from Auntie Dorothy, is we all need support going through this process of relationships and attracting love and communicating your feelings and, all of that. We all need support. And unfortunately, a lot of stigmas in our society are around that, right? Like, you have to figure it out by yourself. You got to do this on your own. Oh, I can do this. I'm good. All of that is not true. That's another myth to get rid of. Okay. Everybody needs support. We are human beings. We are not meant to be in isolation. We're not meant to figure out things in isolation, right? So part of the support that we, Sabria and I, can offer you is the Ultimate Girls Getaway Retreat. Oh my gosh. listen, this retreat, I'm already there. I know.
Yes.
I'm already there, you guys. I am already there. I am on the beach in Turks and Caicos, in Grace Bay. I am just there, okay, with fabulous women who are ready to move their life, their love life forward, move themselves forward in attracting the relationship that they deserve and really, really want. This is the retreat where it is going to happen. Yes.
That's it. That's it. We're covering everything. I mean, we just covered a taste for today, but we're talking about values and deal breakers, the ideal partner, creating what love looks like to you, looking at your own relationship with yourself. We're doing that work that you need to do in order to prepare to receive a healthy partnership. And I say healthy because many people just want a partnership. And as we all know, a partnership means nothing if it's just a partnership. We want a healthy partnership. We want to create a healthy relationship with ourselves first so that we can have a healthy relationship with someone else. That's the goal.
Yes, absolutely. And we are going to be doing exactly that. Exactly that. And I love using the healthy partnerships, right? Because you can have any old relationship, right? But you want a healthy relationship, one that serves you in the best way possible, serves your partner in the best way possible, right? Yeah. All right. So listen, this is the thing about the retreat, okay? I'm just going to put it out there plain. Listen, this is what you need to know. And I'm going to switch out. Yes, prices are going up on June the 1st. Okay, this is what you need to know. 2 weeks time. So if you are ready to join us, you want to lock yourself in, come along this journey with us to get to your ideal healthy relationship. It's now. The time is now. In 2 weeks, prices are going to go up. They're going to go up on June the 1st. So if you want to come along with us, the time is now. All right. You have been warned.
That's it. We're setting our boundaries, and you'll be learning about setting your boundaries very soon. If you come on this session, we cover all those things, and it's really
Exactly.
you gotta do the work.
And I put the link in the chat. You can go directly to the website. It has all of the travel dates, the fabulous place that we're staying in Turks and Caicos, information about those pre-retreat sessions, because we're doing 4 pre-retreat sessions that start in July. And each session, we're going to be covering different things. That is all on the website. We have a couple of bonus spots left as well. So if you and your bestie, and I want to say something about the whole travel bestie thing, right? Because one thing that I know will change your life is if you and your support system, AKA your single girlfriends, you are all speaking the same language and you can support each other, really support each other in your love journey. I know that is a game changer. So bring your bestie along, bring them on down to Turks and Caicos, and we are going to get your love life together for sure. Anything else you want to share, Sabria, before we end off today?
No, I just am so excited to retreat with you ladies. We are ready for an adventure. This is just a taste, and it's time for you to really take control of your life, and it starts today. And we look forward to being there to help you do just that.
Yes. Oh, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Well, yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Sabria, for today. I know this quick we went a little bit over time, 25-minute video is going to touch so many people. And as I said, this is just a taste, people. This is just a taste of what you are going to get in the Caribbean with Sabria and I. But thank you so much for joining me today, my love. Always a pleasure talking to you. And thank you to all of you who are watching, whether you are live. Thank you for joining us live. Thank you for catching the replay. And remember, A, join us at the retreat. B, you deserve love, happiness, and travel. And as always, till the next live.